Hi everyone, I'm Arnell. Today we're gonna look at 30 super common phrasal verbs you can use every day. Before we start, there are a couple things you need to remember. 1. Some phrasal verbs need an object. If a phrasal verb needs an object, I'll underline it for you. Some phrasal verbs are separable. Again, if a phrasal verb is separable, I'll let you know. Actually, I'll put a little S next to the phrasal verb so you know you can separate that phrasal verb. And some phrasal verbs don't even need an object. 30 phrasal verbs. Let's start. I usually wake up at 6. Today I woke up at 6:30. Wake up, woke up, woken up. Remember, you need to change that verb form depending on the tense. I woke up at 6:30, but I got up at 6:45. Definitions. Wake up. Stop sleeping. You wake up. Get up. Out of bed. On Saturday, I didn't get up until 11. Yes, usually we can use these interchangeably. What time are you getting up tomorrow? Here it's clear I mean, what time are you waking up tomorrow? I'm awake. I turned on my phone. I turned on my lamp. I turned on the heater. I turned off the notifications. I turned off my lamp. I turned off the heater. I opened my phone. I closed my lamp. Remember, use turn on and turn off for electronics. I have an interview at 10. Interviews stress me out. Definition: make me stressed. Paying bills stresses me out. Stress me out. Stress me out. Me is a pronoun, right? If your phrasal verb is separable, like stress out, you can see my S, the pronoun must go in the middle. Let's look at a few examples. In these 4 sentences, you can see only the first 3 are correct. The object can go in the middle, after the phrasal verb, or the pronoun can go in the middle. Grammar tip to remember: never put a pronoun after your phrasal verb. Let me know in the comments, what's something that stresses you out? Why do interviews stress me out? I don't like the questions. I'm not good at coming up with answers. I need to come up with a couple of ideas before 10. Can you help me come up with something? Come up with something. Definition. To think of something to say, or you think of an idea. Whoever came up with the cronut is a genius. Cronut. Croissant plus donut. Cronut. Okay, at the interview, I hope they don't bring up my internship. It was a really bad experience. Definition: to start speaking about a topic. Don't bring up John's divorce, okay? Don't start speaking about it. I was talking to my grandpa the other day, and he brought up the war. I was really surprised because he'd never spoken about it to me before. Okay, I think you can tell I'm a little bit nervous about this interview. I don't know how many people are going to be interviewed, but I hope I stand out. I hope I stand out. Definition: to be noticeable because you are different or more impressive. If 10 people are being interviewed, you want to stand out, right? Look at this picture. Which umbrella stands out? The red one stands out. Right. For the interview, I need to look up the location, I need to look up the bus times, and I should probably look up the weather. Definition: to search and find specific information. How do we look things up? We normally use Google, right? If you don't know a word in English, look it up. No buses go to my interview place. I need to figure out how to get there. I also need to figure out what to wear. Figure out: to think and find a solution. How, what, when, where, who. We often say figure out plus question word because we're trying to find an answer to a question. You know, I still can't figure out why my computer is so slow. Okay, I can't eat breakfast at home because I've run out of cereal. I'm also running out of time. Run out of something. Definition: you used everything, but you still need more. Look at my examples. I've run out of cereal. I need more. I need breakfast. I'm running out of time. I need more time. I might run out of money before the end of the month. So, I've run out of cereal, but that's okay. On my way to the interview, I'll pop into a coffee shop and pick up some breakfast. Definition: pop into plus location. You enter a place for a short time. Am I going to go in, sit down, have a coffee, and enjoy myself? No, I'm just popping in. I'm gonna pop into my husband's office and say hello. Pick up breakfast. Definition: collect. I'll pick up breakfast. I picked up my kids from school. Can you please pick up some milk on the way home? What's the opposite? Drop off. I dropped off my kids at school. I dropped off my suit at the dry cleaners. I'll pick it up next week. So, I popped into a coffee shop and picked up a cherry banana muffin. It was gross, so I threw it away. Definition: you put something in a trash can. Yesterday, I threw away an old pair of shoes. It's too bad the cherry banana muffin was no good, but I'm trying to cut back on sugar anyway. Cut back on something. I eat this much sugar every day. I need to cut back. I drink 4 cups of coffee every day. That's true. I should probably cut back. Definition: reduce. Normally when we cut back on something, it has to do with food, drinks, or spending. Walking to work can help you cut back on gas costs. Okay, I'm on the subway now, heading to my interview. The subway is crowded. It's noisy. It's smelly. I wish I had a car so I wouldn't have to put up with this. Definition: if you put up with something, something is negative, like a crowded subway, but you continue to accept it. I only put up with my roommate because she pays most of the rent. I've been putting up with your lies for years. It's over. Hi, I have an interview at 10 with Hannah Baker. Okay, bear with me a sec, please. Bear with plus person. Normally we just say, bear with me. Definition: please be patient while I do something else. So here she says, bear with me for a sec. It's clear she needs to check my details and probably inform Hannah Baker that I'm here. Please bear with me while I check my notes. Okay, now I'm at work. I'm at my normal job. And to be honest, the interview was a disaster. I really need to calm down. Definition: to stop feeling angry, excited, or nervous. You can calm down, or you can calm someone else down. Gina was so upset this morning, it took me 30 minutes to calm her down before she told me what was wrong. Okay, I've calmed down. I need to check my emails. Dan. I should probably get back to Dan. And I have to get back to Amy. Why hasn't Louie gotten back to me yet? Definition: if you get back to someone, is you respond to them. This is normally via email, phone, or message. So, I need to get back to Dan. Let's get back to him together. Hi, Dan. Sorry for the delay in getting back to you. Yes, paper delivery on Monday would be perfect. I look forward to seeing you next week. Arnell, smiley face. Look forward to plus noun or verb ing, gerund. Definition: I'm excited about something in the future. Every day I look forward to watching Netflix in the evening. I'm looking forward to my vacation next month. I am here. I'm supposed to be there. Remember, I was late for work because of the interview. I have to catch up on my work. Definition: if you catch up on something, you have to work or do something quickly because you are behind. I have to catch up on my work. I have to catch up on my homework. My mom is going to watch my baby this weekend, so I can catch up on some sleep. I have a lot of work to catch up on, so I'll start by filling out these spreadsheets. Definition: fill out. To complete a form or document with information. I filled out this form wrong. I put in my details instead of my son's. You can also say fill in. You fill in a form, fill in an application. Fill out is more American English, fill in is more British English, but they mean the same thing. I know they look like opposites, fill in, fill out, but they mean the same thing. At work, I sit next to Vicky. Vicky and I get along really well. I don't get along with Trish. I prefer not to speak to her. Definition: get along with someone. You have a good relationship and you like each other. This can be any relationship. Friends, colleagues, husband, wife, any relationship. Why don't I get along with Trish? Because she's always playing her music. Every day, she turns up her music really loud. I have to tell her to turn it down. Turn down your music, please. Thank you. Definitions: turn up, volume up. Turn down, volume down. And we only use turn up, turn down with music or the TV. We wouldn't use it for people. For example, you wouldn't say, I'm sorry, can you please turn up? Next to my desk, there's also a vending machine. They need to get rid of it. With a vending machine next to me, I always want to buy some chocolate. Remember I told you I'm trying to cut back on sugar? Get rid of something. Definition. To remove it. I have a lot of old clothes I want to get rid of. If we get rid of something, we can throw it away, we can sell it, or just remove it. Right, I need to go over these spreadsheets before I submit them. Go over. Definition. Review. I went over my notes before the test. Let's go over tomorrow's plan. The spreadsheets look good. I can hand them in. I can hand them in. Definition. If you hand something in, you give it to an authority. An authority, this can be like a professor, teacher, policeman. Think about it like your hand. You hand in, like you're giving something. I found a wallet on the street, so I handed it in. In this case, it's obvious. It means I handed it in to the police. Wow! Last one! It's been a really long day, hasn't it? I'm so happy tomorrow's Saturday, so I can sleep in. Definition. To sleep longer than usual in the morning. I normally wake up at 6, but on the weekends, I can sleep in. I want to sleep in, but my baby wakes me up nice and early. Okay, challenge for you. Leave me an example conversation down below and try to use at least 3 of the phrasal verbs from today's lesson. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!